How's it going, guys? Dustin here. I'm going to make a quick video on how to set up an advanced battle setup. So if you used my former setup, you'll see, and I'll speak about now, an advanced setup for players that have maybe got the hang of using the normal setup that I posted, and now they want to move on and get a little bit better. So what we're going to do first is we're going to download a auto refresh. All right, auto refresh makes it so you don't have to F5, so the page constantly reloads. So what we're going to do here is we are going to show you how to set that up. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on a new tab. All right, in Opera. Once you downloaded Opera, you're going to type in Opera add-ons. All right, we're going to click on Opera add-ons here, first one that pops up. All right, then we're going to type in the search bar for auto refresh. Then we're going to click on more results. There's a large list of refresh, and some of these refresh tabs, most of these only refresh one tab. So if you're looking to auto refresh many tabs, the only way to do that is to download one and then download another one to refresh if you want multiple pages refreshing at the same time. At least that's the only way that I've found so far. So the one you want is Reload Refresh tab. And this makes it so in the upper right hand corner, you get this little icon that is displayed. So once you click on that and download that, and we go to rankings, and then I come up here to the little icon, I'm going to put it on 1 second, hit start. Now the page is refreshing by itself, and yeah, we need this to watch what we're doing, to watch instead of going in blind. But so I got that reloading. Let's show you the advanced setup right now. So this is always what my base is. I always start with one tab here, and I kind of make it big enough just to see what city everyone's in. We're going to extend this down because maybe you want to use this screen to also gank or whatever. But this is mostly a battle video. You can change what this setup is used for based on what you're doing. But right now we're just making a battle setup. So I'm going to right click the tab that's refreshing. I'm going to go to duplicate. That opened up a new tab. Scroll down, make sure I'm at this screen. Then I'm going to left click and pull that tab off. Once we have that tab off, notice we have two separate windows now with one tab in each window. We're going to slowly shrink it, bring it up to here, and we're going to scroll over here. What I usually do is I make this a travel screen. Actually, no, that's a lie. I make it a turn screen. We're going to put in 100 turns. And then I'm going to also add this is going to be our oh shit, get out of there screen. And we're going to make that the travel screen. So now we got turn, travel, all right? So once we have that going, I'm going to have to give myself some AKs and all that fun stuff. We're going to want to come back over here. Since I'm going to cheat, I'm going to be the admin. I'm going to give myself just okay. So now that I got everything I need, all right, so now we can continue. Turn this back on. So now I have these two as my oh shit, get out of dodge and travel screen. Or if I'm battling, I usually just keep it on the travel screen. So we're going to right click that, duplicate it, pull it out. Create a new one. Slide it on in here. Going to go to main menu, make that an item art. We're going to duplicate it. And from here, we're going to make it, this is going to be our sell, our oh shit, we need to sell our rides, or oh shit, we need to buy rides. One of the two. So now that I have everything I need, what we're going to do is for the hoes that are in the game right now, I'd probably set up with 10k. I see he's got 40k hoes, so we're going to set up trying to sell 10k. So what we're going to do, we're going to have 3,000. We're going to sell 3,000 rides, buy 2,000 AKs, and these are going to be preset. So that's a preset to sell rides and a preset to buy AKs with the money. All right. Beside that, we're going to have a duplicate, and we are going to make this the same thing for thugs. It all really is based on what you're doing. This, like I said, this is kind of how I set things up to battle. Sometimes I'll only make it half of the amount, so that way I can sit on a little bit of extra cash to, you know, fake my net worth, fake the amount of crack to send me, and also in hopes that somebody ganks that little bit amount of cash, and they don't really, and they have like a buy for 10k when 10k thugs, and really there's not enough on there for 10k, you know, so there's only enough for 3 mil. So now that we have that, this is our sell rides, buy AKs with the money, and this is sell the same amount of thugs, buy AKs with the money. So what I want to do, if I want to do that, I just click on that, hit F5, click on this, hit F5, click on this, hit F5, click on this, hit F5. That way I can sell down rather quickly without having to like panic and, you know, go wherever the hell I'm going. So once we have that set up, we're going to duplicate again. We're going to drag this tab out of there, make another window. All right. I always keep a window down here for like open. You know what I mean? In case I need to buy something. You know what I mean? So what I'll do here is usually it'll just be like, you know, same thing if I hit an oh shit and, you know, get out of dodge. Like I say I stole all the hose real quick, and I just hit enter on that and then hit travel to that because I'll be preset for like Las Vegas or whatever, and then I'll travel. You know what I mean? Normally it'll be let's fucking get out of here. 4150. Okay, so now I'll preset to travel to Amsterdam, so that way I can turn at 100, hit F5 on my travel, and I'm out, and then buy my thugs down here. Since right now it's early on, you know, you don't need that many thugs, but a 5k thugs will work. So from here, I'm just going to right click my tab down here. I'm going to duplicate, drag it up into the right hand corner. If it'll fucking drag. Alright, so now we're up in the right hand corner. I'm going to kind of close this off. Alright, now what this screen is for, or what this is for exactly, are presets to attack. Okay? So I want 2 of them, right? I'm battling for hose. I want 2 of them. So this is either going to be preset for a drive-by or preset for a home invade. If you're home invading, it is wise to have this screen here to spend any extra cash that you might have, or, you know, same thing with this over here, having this right here instead so you can spend the money, you know. But in any case, 9 times out of 10 I do drive-bys unless they're not working, and then I'll focus on home invades instead. So say I'm set up on 95 Viper. Actually, I should say fake Viper because this isn't the real one. This guy is clearly too slow. He's already lost more thugs than he's killed. Definitely not Viper. Look at that. Lost 16k hose already. Fucking noob. Anyways, we're going to set up to attack him. So we're going to preset a 95 in there and just have drive-bys selected. Click attack to preset. What's his crack? We're going to go to here. We're going to go to craculate. He's sitting on 2 mil crack rocks. If I had to do the math, I'd say probably send him like 350k. But I'm not going to do the math. That's about what it needs to send him. Alright, now that's preset to send him crack rocks. Alright, I got his steel horse clicked. I got 350k in there, preset to 95, and now I'm set up. So all I have to do is spam this, you know what I mean? You know, sell down if I need to, come back up here. It's also good to have your DBM set up on your mouse so you can quickly move. Hell, if you want to, you can take this and move it over here. But that's not what I do. For me, I always looked at it as the best defense is the best offense, even though I am aggressive. So for me, I always keep. I'm gonna duplicate this up in the upper right. I'm gonna drag it right below that. I always keep a sell AKs, buy thugs right below your battle thing. That way, you know, your attack screens, because you're going to want to be able to buy thugs as quick as possible, because if you're not sitting on thugs, well, they can steal your hose. So you always want to have a sell AKs, buy thug screen. If I'm battling for 40k right now, which is what I'm setting up for, my sell ups should be for 40k. So we're talking 40k thugs. So I'm going to want two screens here, or two tabs in this window as well. We know that 60k AKs buys 20k thugs. So that's 120k buys 4,800 thugs. And that's how much we want ourselves to be. I almost always stick with the 1-to-1 ratio. If I'm battling for 40k hose, I have a sell up for 40k thugs. If I'm battling for 300k hose, I have a sell up for 300k thugs. That's always, I almost never deviate from that. That's a good method to use when you're fighting me or anyone, is to check to see what their sell ups are for. You know, that way you can set them up in your mind to, you know, sell up and get them real quick, or sit idle and wait till they sell up. If you know what their net worth is going to be once they're zeroed and they sell up, well, now I know that my net worth is going to be at about 102 million. So if I'm sitting on 40k hose and I know that person's sitting on 40k hose, and you know that their sell ups are for 40k, and you zero them real quick, you want to spam F5, zero them, you know what I mean? And then boom, sell up twice, all right? Because then you know that now you'll be at, where am I? Now I know I'll be in range to catch them as they come up. So I'll sell up real quick, you know, I'll smash that, I'll hit this twice, I'll hit that twice, I'll go up here, and then I'll wait until you can preemptively hit the F5 after you do all that if you know they're quick enough to sell up. Or optionally, you can, you know, click on them and do what you need to do with attacking and, you know, all that shit, and then click on this and wait for them to come into your range. All right, that's something you could do if you're fighting someone you know you can pull that off with, or that's maybe a little bit slower than you, or hesitant, or whatever. But anyways, let's continue with the battle setup. So we have our sell ups for AKs to buy thugs. Now what do we need? Well, whenever you're battling, you 100% always need to make sure and be able to handle your crack. All right. So the best method that I've found to do this is to also have presets right below your thugs. You need a preset as well for crack. So if I'm fighting for these amount of hose and I need to send about 350k to Viper, because that's who I was going to battle. Well, we need, I don't know, I would probably go with, we'll just do the standard. You know you're only going to get a couple hits, you know what I mean? So 10k AKs, you want to preset the sell for that for 850,000 rocks. That way you know you can at least get like 2 hits out of them, plus whatever extra crack you're holding. So yeah, that is what you need to do. And so once these need to be preset, boom, preset. All right. So now we are set up to actually battle. Okay. Everything is preset. We got in our center here. We're keeping an eye on what city he's in. or the rankings. To our left, we have an oh shit, get out of town travel. Below that, we have a sell rides, buy AKs with the money, sell thugs, buy AKs with the money. Below that, we have an oh shit, buy some thugs or spend your extra cash on hand tab. Up in the upper right hand corner, we have a preset to home invade or drive by and a preset to send rocks. Directly below that, we have the 120 AKs, which is what we're going to need to sell to buy 480 or 40,800 thugs. Those are both preset as well. These will change based on how many hoes you're fighting for. All right, but you can kind of use this as a base. Same thing with the tabs. In any case, below that we have sell AKs to buy crack rocks. Okay, so that is how we battle and not go in blind, so you can at least see your opponent. What you see right now in front of you is the same setup I use every single time I play. Every single time I play, this is the setup I use. All right. On my other screen, which I can't show you because I don't know how to split screen and stream or and record. And I don't like to edit my videos, so fuck that. On my other screen for my computer, I have basically what it is just a one window with like 6 tabs in it, and they are your it's basically your turn, travel, buy thugs, buy AKs, spend your money, whatever. That's how, once you're done with this, or I'm done battling here and I've got 50k hoes, I hurry up and go to my other screen, and then I just type in 100, hit enter. I already have a preset in to travel somewhere, and then I have various buy thugs or buy AKs preset for whatever the amount of thugs or hoes or whatever the amount of thugs I'm gonna be buying off the hose that I have in the game. But this setup is what you should use as an advanced player. Now you can move any of these tabs around, and I know this video is getting long and I'm sorry about that, but there's a lot that goes into it, so you really have to watch the beginner's guide first. But yeah, this is what I use every single time I play. All right, this is basically this is the setup I use, and I'm not kidding about that. If you can master this, you can literally beat 90% of the players in this game. Honestly, with that, this doesn't rely on pure speed either. This is, there are tactics that go into battling for hoes. You don't want to just go full tilt and start running through your tabs and clicking on stuff, because a lot of the times before trying to home invade or drive by real quick, a lot of the times those things don't work. You want to be sneaky with how you do things. So I might poke somebody once or twice to purposely let them hit me. But we'll go over tactics in another video. I'm not going to go over that now because we're approaching the 20-minute. But I hope this guide helps. Feel free to copy this, change what you need to. If something isn't working for you or just doesn't feel right, change a tab to something else. Add an extra tab to any of these 10 windows or whatever. But this setup will get the job done 9 times out of 10 once you learn how to properly use it. But I hope this video helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.